All right, good afternoon, everybody. Welcome into Jammin' Sports on this Sunday. We have 4 games on tap for you today as we're going to wrap up week number 13 of our current NFL sim season. Let me just address the elephant in the room right now. Let me get this out in front. I'm not a happy camper at the moment. About a half hour or so ago, I tried to load Madden 19. Tried to upload it, and it gave me an error message. I had to delete it. I couldn't do anything with it. I had to delete it and try to reload it. I just tried to reload. It got up to 94% and gave me another error message saying that it cannot load. I don't know what's going on. We used it last night in our game between the Vikings and the Packers. This has been going on all season. We tried to start the season with 19. We had an issue. Went to 25. We thought the issue was rectified. We went back to 19 for a while. Had another issue. We're on 25 for a while. We've been on 19 now for about 4.5 weeks of the season. Maybe more, actually about 6 weeks. Not a problem. And then, like I said a half hour ago, it won't work. I'm pulling my hair out. I'm really, luckily 25 is a decent alternative, but that's, I don't have 18 ready to go. I don't have the rosters and everything up. And so, golly, if I sound frustrated, you don't know. Okay, you don't know unless you've been on this end. That being said, the show must go on. We have 25. It's a decent substitute. And we'll just continue on with that. The Chiefs and the Seahawks. Seattle leads with an 8-4 record in the AFC West. Kansas City is 2 games back at 6-6. In between the Seahawks and the Chiefs, we have the Raiders and the Chargers, who are both 7-5. So the AFC West is very tight right now. And all these games, especially in the last 4 weeks of the season, are going to be very, very important. All right. Evil Dead is going to go with the Vikings. Okay. Vikings aren't playing. Rasputin's already given me his pick for this first game. Rasputin is 7-7 on the season. He's going to go with the Seahawks. Evil Dead's making a joke there. Every time he takes the Vikings, he loses, and vice versa. Let's see who Misty wants. Misty, who do you got in this one? Chiefs or Seahawks? Misty's going with the Chiefs. Misty's been on a tear. She's now... That's Gracie. I'm looking at the wrong one. Here's Misty. She is 77-68. She's 9 games over 500. It's the highest you've been all season. And you're taking the Seahawks, you said? Okay. Penningetti, he's been on a tear. He's 22-20 right now. And Penninghetti's going with the Hawks as well. Evil Dead is going with the Seahawks as well, I'm pretty sure. And let's see, Gracie. Text Gracie and tell me who she wants. She's in there talking to her actual dad, her biological dad in Germany right now. So we'll let her do that. Rasputin has joined us. I need to turn down my notifications. All right. Begrudgingly, back on 25, but like I said, here we go. All right. If you're watching us on YouTube, please follow, like, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell. Let's head out to Lumen Field in Seattle for this one, as it will be the Chiefs and the Seahawks here on Jammin' Sports. Welcome into Lumen Field, Seattle, Washington. It's the Chiefs and the Seahawks. And welcome into another NFL matchup here at Jammin' Sports. It's the 6-6 Chiefs, the 8-4 Seahawks. We're back on 25 because 19 is acting up again. These are the exact same rosters as on 19, so there's going to be no change. So you don't have to worry about that. The Chiefs will kick off. Seattle will get the ball first. We're underway. Live from Seattle. From the 5-yard line, on the return, number 83, that's Blake Gibson, out to the 26-yard line. And the starting quarterback for your Seattle Seahawks, Devin Wade, the 11th year quarterback out of Texas. Great to have you along on this Sunday, a quadruple header here at Jammin' Sports. The final 4 games of Week 13. Seattle will start from their own 26-yard line in the I formation. Wade under center. Wade fakes the handoff on first down, throws deep, caught down the sideline. Rupert Jones, a big gain, all the way down to the 24-yard line. That's a 50-yard gain by Rupert Jones, the 13th year or the 12th year tight end out of Oklahoma. So Seattle connects on a big play to start the game. The Seahawks currently lead the AFC West with an 8-4 record. The Chiefs are 2 games back at 6-6. The Raiders and the Chargers are both 1 game back at 7-5. We'll see the Chargers playing the Giants next down in San Diego. 5 wide, Wade in the shotgun. Wade looking, throws, near side, caught, and taken out of bounds on the catch is Colby Walker, the 6th year receiver out of Boise State. A gain of 9, and that'll bring up 2nd and 1. Sunny skies here in Seattle. Not a bad day considering it's December. 51 degrees at kickoff. No rain, that's always a plus. 2nd and 1. They hand off to Terry Gilbert. And Gilbert out to the 13. A gain of 2, and that'll be a Seahawk first down. 10th year back out of Texas, Terry Gilbert. Jimmy Jam, Evil Dead, Peneghetti, Rasputin all here. 1st and 10 from the Chief 13-yard line. Wade in the gun. Wade looking, throws outside, caught. And that's Gibson down to the 7. And that'll be a gain of 6. It'll be 2nd and 4. Blake Gibson, 7th year receiver out of Rutgers. Again, these rosters are identical as the ones on 19, right down to the stats. On 2nd and 4 from the 7. Oh, the old option play as Wade pitches to Gilbert for the touchdown. That was pretty. A 7-yard touchdown run by Terry Gilbert to cap off the opening drive for the Seahawks. The old college play, the option. Looking like Oklahoma back in the early 70s. I like that. Rasputin likes that too. And Seattle takes a 6-0 lead. Yeah, you don't see that much. The only way you can make that work is if you have a quarterback who's good at running. And now the extra point by Eric Harris. That was a quick drive for the Seahawks. The kick is up and good. Seattle leads at 7-0. 6:24 left to play in the first quarter. Live from Lumen Field, Seattle, Washington. Week 13 here at Jammin' Sports. We're still old school, Rasputin. I can't get the Seahawks perfect old school, but we're close. 15 doesn't have their 70s uniforms, except for the pants and the helmet, so I can get it close. And now the Seahawks will kick off. It's all good. From the 5-yard line, bringing it back, this is Isaiah Chambers, and Chambers to the 25-yard line. And that's where the Chiefs will take over, led by their starting quarterback, Corey Morris, in his 2nd year out of LSU. Thank God I did not delete 25. I keep it as a backup just for this emergency. I'll work on 19 later. I'll try to reload it. Everybody in tight. 1st and 10 from the 25. Morris under center. Morris, a flag down already as he throws outside. Down the sideline, making the catch, number 85, Richard Swift. But I think somebody jumped offsides on Seattle. The flag was thrown right at the snap. Leonard Smith, who lined up close to the receiver, was actually offsides. The safety. In his 13th year out of Utah State. Did they decline it? Oh, that's right. It's a 10-yard penalty now. Forgot about that. 1st and 10, Chiefs from the 37-yard line. Used to be a 5-yard penalty. 4 wide. Morris in the shotgun. 1st and 10. Morris hands off to Von Manning. And Manning breaks through across midfield to the Seahawk 47-yard line. A 16-yard run by Manning. The 8th year back out of Hawaii. And that'll be a Kansas City first down. Gracie's here. I need a pick. All right. Gracie took the Chiefs. 1st and 10. Morris looking, throws deep, and it's batted down, incomplete. Batting it down is Nick McCoy, the 8th year defensive back out of Texas Tech. 2nd and 10 for the Chiefs at the 47-yard line. Second and 10 from the 47-yard line. Yeah, that's right. Thank you for updating that for me, Evil. I was wondering what happened. I was looking it up. Morris throws. Incomplete. Offsides is still a 5-yard penalty, but you're right. They declined it because they got 10. Pass interference. Boy, Seattle making penalties left and right on this drive. And again, it's Leonard Smith. 1st and 10, Chiefs from the 38. Morris in the shotgun. Morris looking. Morris in trouble now. Morris is going to take off. And Morris slides at the 30-yard line. A gain of 8. The 2nd-year quarterback out of LSU. First down, Chiefs at the Seahawk 30. We'll have the Giants and Chargers after this. We'll head on south, down the coast. On 2nd and 2 from the 30-yard line. Morris in the gun. Morris looking. Morris throws and caught. Tom Kerwin, the tight end, down to the 14-yard line. A gain of 16 yards, and that'll be a Kansas City first down. Kerwin, the 3rd-year tight end out of Oklahoma. First down, Chiefs. It's a nice Kansas City drive following Seattle's. Oh boy, we could have a shootout. Kansas City really needs to get a win to get back in the AFC wildcard picture. Seattle, of course, trying to get closer to wrapping up the division title. 4 wide. Morris in the shotgun. 1st and 10. Kerwin in motion. Morris looking, throws, dumps it off to Kerwin. Out to the 6-yard line. A gain of 8. And that'll bring up 2nd and 2. And I think a Seahawk got injured. That's number 90. That should be the other McCoy, I do believe. Yep, Morgan McCoy. 10th year defensive end out of San Jose State. It'll be 2nd and 2 from the 6-yard line. Coming off the injury timeout, now we're ready. Chiefs from the Seahawks 6, 4 wide. Morris in the gun. Morris looking. Morris steps up. Morris gets sacked. Back at the 10-yard line, a loss of 4. Caleb Hamilton, the 9th-year defensive tackle out of Miami, on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd and 6. Earlier this afternoon, about a couple hours ago, I looked at the video that Davis was talking about last night. I'll explain more in a second. 3rd and 6 from the 10. Morris in the gun. Morris looking. Morris looking. Morris throws. Incomplete. Threw it away. It'll be 4th down. And Kansas City will have to settle for a field goal as Morris throws it out of the end zone. Brandon White, the 3rd-year kicker out of Alabama. This will be from 27 yards. The kick is up, and it's good. Chiefs get on the board, but the Seahawks lead it 7-3. 3:49 left to play here in the first quarter. Live from Lumen Field, Seattle, Washington. Week 13 here at Jammin' Sports. So I was watching the video that he was talking about last night when he was in briefly. Actually, the video is quite impressive. I'm going to say this much. Now, it has nothing to do with gameplay. It has everything to do with graphics and presentation. And I will say this. I liked what I saw. There's the kick from the 5-yard line on the return. Once again, this is Gibson out to the 25-yard line. One of the things I like in the Madden 7 or 27 video, they now have dynamic weather. If it rains if you got a rain game, the rain can actually during the course of a game let up or get stronger or weaker. It'll be more like real life. Rarely when you have a rain game, does it rain the entire game? On 1st and 10, they hand off to Gilbert. He's going to lose 3 yards back to the 22-yard line. Coming in to make the tackle is Philip Eric, the 6th-year safety out of Albany. The Great Danes. It'll be 2nd and 13. They'll also have the different broadcast packages, but it's gonna be a bit more flexible, which I like. The clouds are actually going to move in the sky, and it looks cool. 2nd and 13 from the 22-yard line. Looking, throws, caught. As Wade gets it out. Couldn't pick up the number. It'll be 3rd and 2 from the 32-yard line. I believe that was Chris McKenzie out of the backfield. It was. Oh, yeah. I was going to throw the grain of salt in there. Wade on 3rd and 2, looking. He's going to chuck it deep. Devin Wade going for it all, and it's underthrown. Looking for Marcus Clay. And Philip Eric, again, knocks it down. It'll be 4th and 2. Now, that being said, I like what I saw. It has nothing to do with gameplay. And that's really the foundation right there. Dakota Cochran to punt for the Seahawks on 4th and 2. Cochran gets the punt away. Fair caught at the 24-yard line, making the fair catch. Francis Floyd, the 4th-year receiver out of Notre Dame. Now, I'm not going to make any final judgment on 27 until I get the game in hand and take a look at it. Gracie, say hi, Gracie. That's right. 1st and 10. Morris looking. Morris. Boy, the Seahawks brought the house. Morgan McCoy, who's checked back in the game, got the sack. A loss of 7. It'll be 2nd and 17 back to the 18-yard line. They're all saying hi, Gracie. Say hi. There you go. Yep. It'll be 2nd and 17 for the Chiefs, back at the 18-yard line. 3 to the far side. Morris in the shotgun. Morris looking. Morris looking. Morris, he tried to wind up, but he gets sacked by the other McKenzie, the linebacker, Randall McKenzie, the 9th-year linebacker out of Florida. A loss of 10 more. It'll be 3rd and 27. Well, the Seahawks are blitzing left and right. to great effect. And now Kansas City faces a 3rd and 27 at their own 7-yard line. We're coming up on 2 minutes left in the first quarter. I like the silver helmets better on Seattle. I really do. Morris in the gun. 5 wide, empty backfield. Morris throws, dumps it off. And he dumped it off to number 85. That's Rashard Swift, who gets out to the 18. But he's going to be well shy of the first down. A gain of 11. It'll be 4th and 16, and Kansas City will have to punt. Back to punt, Kenneth Arnold. And Arnold will get the punt away. Fielded at the 30-yard line, bringing it back for the Seahawks. On the return is Blake Gibson to the 34-yard line. Yeah, try a 112-yard field goal. The way kickers are now, I mean, they probably make it. These kickers are getting better and better. Still a 7-3 ball game. 1:17 left in the first. Seahawks from their own 34-yard line. 1st and 10. Wade looking. Wade steps up. He's going to take off. Devin Wade, look at him go. Wade to the 43-yard line. A gain of 23 yards. And it'll be a Seahawk first down into Kansas City territory. Don't hurt yourself there, Devin. You're an old man now. 11th year out of Texas. That puts him about, let's see, if you come into the league at 23, 22, he's like 33, 34 years old. Nowhere close to Jim Roush, though. Under a minute to play in the first quarter. 1st and 10 from the Chief 43-yard line. Wade throws outside, and it's caught in the flat by Blake Gibson out to the 36. A gain of 6. It'll be 2nd and 4. And now we're down to 28 seconds. 4 wide, 3 to the far side. Wade under center. Wade fakes the handoff, throws back the other way, and it's dropped. Oh, that was on Terry Gilbert, the running back. He simply dropped it. It'll be 3rd and 4 from the 36-yard line. 19 seconds left. 4 wide, 3 to the far side. Wade in the shotgun. Wade looking. It's a blitz. Throws near side. Caught by Gilbert and breaks through and gets the first down. Somehow they got 5 yards out of that. First down, Seahawks. As he steps out of bounds at the 14. 1st and 10, Seattle from the 31. Five wide, 4 to one side. Wade in the shotgun as the final seconds are taken away here. Wade looking. Wade looking. Wade in trouble now, and Wade goes down to the 33, a loss of 2. At the end of 1, Seahawks lead at 7-3. Jammin' Sports. And welcome back to Lumen Field, Seattle, Washington. We go to the second quarter. Seahawks lead the Chiefs 7-3. A big game in the AFC West. Seahawks lead it, and they have it 2nd and 12 from the Chief 33-yard line. Wade in the shotgun. Wade hands off to Gilbert, and Terry Gilbert to the 29-yard line. A gain of 4 yards and bring up 3rd and 8. And now 5 wide on 3rd down. Empty backfield. Wade in the shotgun. Wade looking. Wade in trouble. Wade being chased and gets sacked back at the 43-yard line. A loss of 14 yards Leon Holmes on the sack, the 6th-year linebacker out of Arkansas. And that'll bring up 4th and 22. Kansas City brought the house. And that takes Seattle out of field goal range, unless they want to try a 60-yard field goal, which I wouldn't put it past them. Let's see what the Seahawks do here. They're going to be wise. Dakota Cochran back to punt. 8th-year punter out of Illinois gets the punt away. You going like that? And that goes out of bounds at the 19-yard line, and that's where the Chiefs will take over, 1st and 10. 7:07 left here in the second quarter. Misty says hi to everybody. 4 wide, Morris in the gun, 1st and 10. Morris hands off to Vaughn Manning, and Manning makes his way to the 25-yard line. A gain of 6. Rasputin says hi. Evil Dead says Guru. Looks great. Misty and Gracie are going to a revival tonight, so they're dressing up. 2nd and 4 from the 25-yard line. Morris hands off to Manning, and Manning not much. In fact, Manning's going to lose 2 yards back to the 23-yard line. And that'll bring up 3rd and 6 for the Chiefs at their own 23. 6.5 minutes left. Here in the first half, Seahawks lead at 7-3. Chiefs come out 4 wide, 3 to the far side. Morris in the shotgun. Morris looking. Morris throws deep, and he had a man open and overthrew him. Incomplete. And that'll bring up 4th down. He had Tom Kerwin, the tight end, wide open. It'll be 4th down. Kenneth Arnold back to punt for the Chiefs. Arnold gets the punt away. And that'll be fielded at about the 28-yard line. Bringing it back is Blake Gibson out to the 37-yard line. All right, who do they play in Week 14? Let's find out. Let's look at the old schedule here. Kansas City next week will be at the Giants, and Seattle will host Denver next week. In fact, Seattle's remaining schedule are all divisional games. 1st and 10. Wade hands off to Gilbert, and Gilbert picks up a yard to the 37-yard line. Tackle made by Eric Muller, the rookie linebacker out of Cincinnati. It'll be 2nd and 9 at their own 37-yard line. We have the Giants and the Chargers after this. We'll be down in San Diego for that one. 3 wide to the far side. Wade in the shotgun. 2nd and 9. Wade throws, coming across, making the catch. A big gain is Marcus Clay down to the 43-yard line. It's a 20-yard gain across midfield. 1st down, Seahawks. Just a simple slant across the middle. Philip Eric on the tackle. 1st and 10, Seattle. At the Kansas City 43-yard line. Seattle, one of the surprise teams this season, leading the AFC West. They were only 5-11 last season. They hand off to Gilbert, and Gilbert breaking tackles all the way down to the 25-yard line. A gain of 18. 10th year back out of Texas, Terry Gilbert. That's another Seahawk 1st down as we're coming up on 5 minutes left here in the half. First and 10 from the Kansas City 25. Wade in the shotgun. Wade looking, throws, and caught by Colby Walker out to the 20-yard line. A gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd and 5. Walker in his 6th year out of Boise State. Second and 5, Seattle from the Chief 20-yard line. On 2nd down, Wade, he's going to take off. He gets flushed from the pocket and gets down to the 12-yard line. A gain of 8. And that'll be a Seahawk first down. The Seahawks were in that shootout with the Chargers last week down in San Diego that went to overtime. They ended up losing that game. 1st and 10 from the 12. 4 wide, Wade looking. Wade throws, and it's nearly picked off. Should have been. Leon Holmes nearly had himself a pick. 6th-year linebacker out of Arkansas. It'll be 2nd and 10 from the 12-yard line. Five receivers set wide. Wade in the shotgun. 2nd and 10. Wade looking. Wade throws and caught. Touchdown, Terry Gilbert. A 12-yard touchdown catch. And the Seahawks go up 13-3. He's a pretty good receiver out of the backfield. Rasputin likes that. And now the extra point by Eric Harris. Snap, kick is up. And it's good. Seahawks lead it 14-3. 3:45 left to play here in the first half. Here at Lumen Field, Seattle, Washington, Week 13. Here at Jammin' Sports. Partly cloudy day. Temperatures in the low 50s, not bad. And now the Seahawks will kick off. The Chiefs are now down by 2 possessions. They have 3:45 left, though, in the half. They can get back in the game. There's the kick from the 3-yard line, bringing it back. This is Chambers once again, and Isaiah Chambers out to the 27-yard line. First down, Chiefs. 3:41 left. Chambers, the rookie out of USC, by the way. 1st and 10 from the 27-yard line. Chiefs come out, 4 wide, 3 to the near side. Morris under center. Morris to Manning, and Von Manning gets stood up after a 2-yard gain to the 29-yard line. 3.5 minutes left in the half. It'll be 2nd and 8 for the Chiefs. Kansas City. 4 wide, Morris in the gun. 2nd and 8. In motion is Zach Ryan, the tight end. And Morris throws, caught by Ryan, coming across, turns upfield and gets out to the 44-yard line. A gain of 15 yards to Zach Ryan, 2nd-year tight end out of Oklahoma State. .252 and counting. Four wide for Kansas City. Morris in the shotgun. 1st and 10. In motion is Kerwin. Morris looking. Morris throws near side and caught by Von Manning, who gets to the 46-yard line. A gain of 2 yards. Will be 2nd and 8. Coming up to make the tackle, number 34, Geno Floyd, the 3rd-year safety out of Ohio State. We're coming up on the 2-minute warning. Be here shortly. On 2nd down, they throw, and it's caught And once again, that's Zach Ryan down to the Seattle 37-yard line. And that'll be a Kansas City first down as we hit the 2-minute warning. So the Wizard ended winning the finals relatively easy. It's the Pinball Wizard. There's got to be a twist. The Pinball Wizard, he's got such a subtle wrist. 1st and 10, and Morris gets sacked back at the 43-yard line. Or 46-yard line. Loss of 9. It'll be 2nd and 19. In the no-huddle offense now, 2nd and 19, Kansas City back. Kansas City being pursued again, and Seattle, another sack. A loss of 14 more. It'll be 3rd and 33 for the Chiefs. Seattle's defense just playing lights out here in the first half. Kansas City's going to have to adjust. On 3rd and 33, Morris gets sacked again. A loss of 6. Coming out on the safety blitz, Gary Morgan, the 5th-year safety out of Pittsburgh. My goodness. 3 straight sacks, and the Chiefs will have to punt. Seattle took a timeout. They want to be able to score again. Kenneth Arnold back to punt. Arnold will get the punt away. From the 12-yard line on the return, that should be Gibson. Blake Gibson it is, out to the 26-yard line. The Seahawks still have 1:03 and 2 timeouts. They lead by 11. They can make it a 3-score game with a touchdown. Seahawks come out 3 to the far side. Wade in the shotgun. Wade looking. Wade still looking. Throws near side. Caught and running out of bounds with it is Gilbert. Loss of a yard. Be 2nd and 11. Yeah, 6 sacks so far. Kansas City has 3, but Seattle has 6. 3 to the far side. Wade in the shotgun. 2nd and 11. Wade looking, throws near side, and Gilbert again catches it for a loss of 4 as Luke Crosby came in, made the tackle. Crosby, the safety, in his 8th year out of UNLV. And that'll bring up 3rd and 15 for the Seahawks. Back at their own 22-yard line. I understand those wounds go deep. 3rd and 15. Wade under center. Wade to Gilbert. And Gilbert gets a yard. No, he doesn't even get that much. Yeah, he got a yard. It'll be 4th and 15. We'll give it to him. And the Seahawks will have to punt. Kansas City took a timeout with 51 seconds left. They have 1 left. Kansas City would like to get a score before halftime. It is unfortunate. Dakota Cochran gets the punt away. From the 32-yard line on the return for the Chiefs is Francis Floyd, who brings it out to the 37-yard line. I've never met the woman, Evil Dead, but just based off what you've told me she's like, all I can say to her is that you reap what you sow. Evil Dead's ex-wife. Even his son doesn't like her. That's all I know. That's all I can say. With the evidence that's been thrown to me. That's right. 4 wide. Morris in the shotgun. In motion now is Kerwin. Morris looking, throws outside, caught by Vaughn Manning, and Manning out to the 38-yard line. A gain of 2 yards. It'll be 2nd and 8. Sometimes I hate it when I'm right, but it is what it is. 37 seconds left in the half. 4 receivers set wide. Morris in the shotgun. On 2nd and 8, Kerwin in motion. Morris looking, throws, caught by Kerwin, who gets out to the 46. A gain of 7 to be 3rd and 1. And Kansas City took their final timeout of the half. 3rd and 1 from the Seahawk 46-yard line. Four receivers set wide. Morris in the shotgun. Morris looking, throws, and it's picked off by the Seahawks, bringing it back the other way. Number 34, Geno Floyd, on the pick. Well, I appreciate that. That's high praise. He was looking for Kerwin, overthrew him a little bit, and Floyd was right there for the pick. And now Seattle with a chance to get a score before halftime, as Devin Wade comes back out. They have it at the Kansas City 47-yard line. Well, thank you, Evil Dave. We feel the same here. You're our extended family. We think so. Yeah, they're not playing well. Seattle, though, their defense playing lights out. 4 wide. Wade fakes the handoff. Wade going for the jugular here. Look at this. Wade looking. Can't find anybody. He'll take off. Gets the first down. Out to the 33-yard line. A gain of 14 yards. Seattle takes a timeout. Leon Holmes on the tackle, 19 seconds. 25 doesn't break down the halftime stats as well as 19 does. They kind of gloss over it. I'm looking at the bottom of the screen in the bug for a total yardage to come up. Wade throws, caught on the sideline, and out of bounds. Down to the 19-yard line, a gain of 14. Blake Gibson on the catch. Yeah, don't make predictions. All right. I'm not making a prediction. I'm just saying Seattle's defense is playing lights out. 15 seconds left in the half. Wade looking. Wade throws and caught. No, Gilbert can't hold on. Leon Holmes knocks it away. Oh, yeah, he's his father's son. I get it. 2nd and 10 from the 19-yard line. But again, that's high praise. 10 seconds. 5 wide. Wade in the shotgun. 2nd and 10. Wade looking. Wade throws and caught by Colby Walker down to the 13-yard line. A gain of 6. Seattle takes a timeout. Well, we'd love y'all too. 4 seconds left. Seattle will probably just kick the field goal here. This will be a 30-yard field goal attempt by Eric Harris, the rookie out of Oregon. It'll put the Seahawks up by 14. Kick is up. And it's good. Seahawks lead it 17-3 with 2 seconds left. They'll have to kick off. Lumen Field, Seattle, Washington, Week 13 here at Jammin' Sports. The Seahawks are definitely dominating this game. It's a game the Chiefs really needed to win. There is a logjam in the AFC for the wild card. There's the kick. And that goes to the end zone, touchback. And the Chiefs will have it at the 30 with 2 seconds left. Let's see what Kansas City does with just 2 seconds left. So they'll try a Hail Mary, 3 to the near side. Morris back. Morris throws deep down the sideline. And it's nearly picked off. Halftime. Halftime score, Seahawks 17, Kansas City 3 here at Jammin' Sports. Welcome back to Lumen Field, Seattle, Washington. The Seahawks lead the Chiefs 17-3. Seattle comes in 8-4 in first place. Kansas City in fourth place at 6-6, 2 games back. The Chiefs will get the second half kickoff from the 4-yard line, bringing it back. This is Isaiah Chambers who brings it back out to the 25-yard line. Some highlights. Seahawk defensive highlights. As they sacked Morris 6 times in the first half. First and 10 from the 25 for Kansas City. And to be honest with you, the Chiefs are fortunate. They're only down by 2 touchdowns. It could be a lot worse. 5 wide for Kansas City. Morris in the shotgun. First and 10. Morris looking. Morris throws and caught. Nope, dropped. Tony Gardner couldn't hold on. He took a hit from the Seattle secondary. I didn't see who hit him. It'll be 2nd and 10. The pace of 25 is a little bit faster than 19. 4 wide for the Chiefs on 2nd and 10. Morris in the gun. Kerwin in motion. Morris throws quickly and caught down the sideline. Tom Kerwin, a big gain down to the 34-yard line. It's a 41-yard gain. Tom Kerwin, third-year tight end out of Oklahoma, down to the Seahawk 34-yard line. Yeah, that was it. Morris to Manning, and Manning to the 28-yard line. A gain of 5 to be 2nd and 5. That's what they're saying. They also said there was too many touchbacks. Well, then back up the kickoff 5 yards. That would be the easy fix. 2nd and 5 from the 28-yard line. Morris in the gun. 4 wide. Morris looking, throws, caught underneath. Making the catch, number 86, Tony Gardner, down to the 17-yard line. And that'll be another Kansas City first down. Kansas City trying to make it a 1-possession game. They made some halftime adjustments. Morris hasn't been sacked yet. Morris on 1st and 10 throws, and it's dropped by Kerwin. Jenkins was right there to make the play. Chris Jenkins, the linebacker. Yeah, I know. What they ought to do is just after a touchdown, give the other team the ball at the 25 and be done with it. 2nd and 10. Kerwin in motion. Morris throws, caught by Kerwin, down to the 14-yard line. Gain of 4. He's 3rd and 6. Yeah, you see, I don't like that either. I wish they'd just go back to regular kickoffs, because now you can't have a sneak onside kick. 3rd and 6 from the 14, 4 wide. Big third down for the Chiefs. Kerwin in motion. Morris looking, throws, dumps it off underneath. And Tony Gardner down to the 3-yard line. A gain of 11. It'll be 1st and goal, Kansas City. If I was commissioner of the NFL, I would get rid of the dynamic kickoff and just back it up 5 yards and kick off. Morris in the gun. Morris throws and caught for the touchdown. Tom Kerwin. A 3-yard touchdown catch. And gets the Chiefs back in the game. It's now 14-9. If you want to discourage the touchbacks, back up the kickoff 5 yards, do it like you used to do it, and then if they touch it back, put the ball at the 35-yard line. That'll discourage kickers from kicking it through the end zone. Brandon White for the point after. Kick is up, and it's good. It's now a 17-10 ball game in favor of the Seahawks with 5.5 minutes left in the third quarter. And now Seattle will get the ball for the first time here in the second half, still up by 7. Seattle at 8-4. They lead the AFC West by a game over the Raiders and Chargers, who both sit at 7-5. And then you have the Chiefs, one game behind them at 6-6. You can forget the Broncos. They're done for the season. Brandon White will kick off. From the 4-yard line on the return, this is Blake Gibson bringing it back out to the 34-yard line. First down, Seattle. Actually, I don't think the Chiefs are mathematically eliminated yet. They beat the Browns the other day. Yeah, they're 5-8. They're still alive. Giants Chargers up next. We'll head down the coast. 4 wide, 3 to the near side. Wade under center. Wade fakes the handoff. Wade looking. Yeah, now he's going to take off again. And Wade across midfield. They're going to give him that. He's going to take it. Wade up to 65 yards rushing on the day. Out to the 44-yard line. It's a 21-yard scramble by Devin Wade. Oh, the records of the Chargers are 7-5, and the Giants are 6-6. First and 10 from the 44, 3 to the near side. Wade fakes the handoff. Wade, you're welcome. Wade takes off and slides at the 41-yard line. A gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7. If you're just joining us, my copy of 19 is not working again. I want to pull my hair out over that, but luckily I have this as a backup. In the eye, Wade under center. Wade throws to Gilbert out of the backfield. And Gilbert to the 39. A gain of 2 yards. And that'll bring up 3rd down. Don't beat the dog. Seattle comes out 5 wide, empty backfield on 3rd and 5. Wade in the shotgun. Wade throws and incomplete. Tried to get it out to Colby Walker. And it was broken up by Eric Morales, the 7th-year defensive back out of Montana. So Kansas City's defense gets a stop. Hey, momentum shifting in this one. Dakota Cochran back to punt. Cochran gets the punt away. Aiming for the sideline. It's out of bounds at the 18. Not his best effort. That was a 21-yard punt. And now the Chiefs are only down by 7 with 3:54 left here in the third quarter. They'll start from their own 18-yard line. Three wide to the far side. Morris in the shotgun. 1st and 10. Morris hands off to Manning. And Manning pushes forward out to the 21. A gain of 3 to be 2nd and 7. The only really bad thing about being on 25 is the Commanders. I hate calling them that. 4 wide, 3 to the far side. Morris in the gun. 2nd and 7. Morris hands off to Manning. And Manning out to the 30-yard line. A gain of 9 for Vaughn Manning. And that'll be a Kansas City first down. Manning, the 8th-year back out of Hawaii. Down to 3:09 left in the third quarter. Seahawks up by 7. 4 wide, 1st and 10. And now they shift. Morris is now under center. Morris drops back. Throws, caught underneath by Zach Ryan out to the 37-yard line. A gain of 8. And that'll bring up 2nd and 2. .240 left in the third quarter. Kansas City trying to tie it up on this drive. 4 wide, 3 to the far side. Morris in the gun. Morris, he pitches to Manning, but Manning goes nowhere, making the tackle. Well, it's a loss of 2. It'll be 3rd and 4. I didn't see who made the tackle. I think it was McKenzie, the linebacker. It'll be 3rd and 4 from the 25-yard line. 4 wide for the Chiefs. Morris in the shotgun. Morris looking. Morris throws. Caught underneath by Manning. Actually, it's not Manning. That's number 86. That's Tony Gardner out to the 43-yard line. And that'll be a Kansas City first down. That'll move the chains. Under 2 minutes left to play here in the third quarter. 1st and 10 Chiefs from their own 43-yard line. 4 wide, 3 to the far side. Morris back. Morris looking. Morris in trouble. And he, emphatic sack by Caleb Hamilton. A loss of 10 yards. Picked him up and pile drived him into the ground. 9th-year defensive tackle out of Miami. Caleb Hamilton. It's like, took him down like a steer. That's how I take Anthony down. My question is, where's the flag? Oh, that had to hurt. It'll be 2nd and 20. That's 7 sacks now on Morris. 4 wide, 3 to the far side. Morris in the shotgun. 2nd and 20. Morris looking. Looking. He's going to take off, and he gets taken down at the 41. A gain of 8. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 12 for the Chiefs. Finally bringing them down, number 57, Wes Cochran, the 3rd-year linebacker out of Cincinnati. Yeah, that was the NFL Blitz 97 play. All that was missing was a flame. 3rd and 12. Morris back. Morris throws and caught, but shy of the marker. Isaiah Chambers on the catch, but Nick McCoy came up and made the tackle. It'll be 4th down from the 50-yard line. Let's see if Kansas City goes for it. Now 25 is a bit more aggressive than 19. They're going to punt. Kenneth Arnold back to punt. It was fun to play, but you can never take it seriously. In the punt, well, it's a 26-yard punt as it goes out of bounds at the 24-yard line. It was a fun game to play, I'm not going to lie. I would never do a sim season with it, but what was it, like 6-on-6 football or 7-on-6? I can't remember what it was. 1st and 10 Seahawks now from their own 24-yard line. Devin Wade in the shotgun. Seahawks still up by 7. They hand off to Terry Gilbert to the 32-yard line, a gain of 7. It'll be 2nd and 3. But that will take us to the end of the third quarter. Seahawks up 17-10 here at Jammin' Sports. Welcome back to Lumen Field, Seattle, Washington. We go to the fourth quarter. Seahawks lead the Chiefs 17-10. 2nd and 3. Wade rolls out. Wade throws near side and caught on the sideline by Marcus Clay. And Clay gains about 6. It'll be 30 inches at the 34-yard line. Well, the reason the game no longer exists, the NFL didn't like how violent it was. 30 inches. Wade to Gilbert. Gilbert picks up the first down, breaks through the line, across midfield out to the 47-yard line. 19 yards for Terry Gilbert. First down, Seahawks. We have the Giants and the Chargers after this. After that, we have the Raiders and the Eagles. And then after that, we have the Colts and the Dolphins. 4 wide, Wade under center. Wade looking. Wade throws and caught by Miguel Romero, the second-year tight end out of Arizona. Out to the Kansas City 39, a gain of 9. It'll be 2nd and 1. Romero's first catch of the day. Seahawks trying to make it a 2-score game again. On 2nd down, Wade in the shotgun. Wade hands off to Gilbert, and Gilbert inside the 30, and Gilbert down to the 26. A gain of 13, and we have a Kansas City player shaken up. That's Terry Eves, the defensive tackle. He'll go to the sideline. 1st and 10, Seahawks. At the Kansas City 26-yard line. When we get to the Colts-Dolphin game tonight, I'm going to use an alternate stadium. I don't like Hard Rock. I just don't. 1st and 10 from the 26-yard line. Wade looking. Wade rolls out, and Wade takes off again. Wade slides at the 16-yard line, a gain of 9. It'll be 2nd and 1. .642 and counting. Four wide for the Seahawks. Wade draws back, throws quickly, and caught by Rupert Jones down to the 4-yard line, a gain of 12. Now, NFL Blitz was a ridiculously fun game to play. I mean, it was. I'm not going to lie to you. But I think that's why the NFL didn't like it, because it wasn't realistic. It was way violent. 1st and goal, Seahawks from the 4-yard line. Wade in the shotgun. Wade looking. Wade gets sacked back at the 10-yard line. A loss of 6. On the sack there, Eric Muller, the rookie out of Cincinnati. It'll be 2nd and goal back at the 10. No, I don't have a device to play that way. I don't even own a copy of it, so. It'll be 2nd and goal back at the 10-yard line. Getting a copy of that's probably expensive too. 2nd and goal from the 10. Wade hands off to Gilbert, and Gilbert in for the touchdown. A 10-yard touchdown run by Terry Gilbert, and that puts the Seahawks back up by 2 scores. The 10th year back out of Texas. Oh, I was. That'd be fun to do. And now Eric Harris will come on for the extra point. Harris for the PAT. Kick is up. And it's good. Seahawks go up 24-10. Back to a 2-touchdown lead. Yeah, the games go by quick. We can get a whole week done in one night. Lumen Field, Seattle, Washington. Week 13 here at Jammin' Sports, the first of 4 games for you here on this Sunday. We'll have the Giants, Chargers up next. Raiders, Eagles, Colts, Dolphins, all to come. There's the kick. From the 7-yard line on the return, Isaiah Chambers out to the 28-yard line. That would be cool. 5:32 left to play, and now Kansas City finds themselves down by 2 touchdowns. If the Chiefs lose, it will really hurt their playoff chances. First and 10 from the 28, 4 wide. Morris in the shotgun. Morris fakes the handoff. Morris throws and caught. Making the catch, number 86. That's Tony Gardner out to the 35-yard line. A gain of 6. It'll be 2nd and 4. Four wide for Kansas City. Morris in the shotgun. Morris looking, throws, and incomplete. Threw into a crowd looking for Rashard Swift. Broken up by the linebacker, Chris Jenkins. 5 minutes left. 3rd and 4 for the Chiefs at their own 35-yard line. Wow, that must have been some game. 4 wide, Morris in the gun. Kerwin in motion. Morris looks, throws, caught, coming across. Gardner on the catch, out to the 41-yard line, a gain of 6, and that'll be a Kansas City first down. Nick McCoy on the tackle. Meanwhile, the clock is not Kansas City's friend here. 4:42 and counting. 4 wide, Morris in the shotgun. In motion is Ryan. Morris throws, and Ryan tripped over the hash mark after catching the ball for a yard. It'll be 2nd and 9. 4:20 and counting. Tripped over the old hash mark. The turf monster got him. 4 wide for the Chiefs. Morris in the shotgun. 2nd and 9. Morris draws back. Morris looking. He's going to take off. Gets the first down and down to the 38-yard line. They cross midfield. 18 yards on the scramble. 1st and 10, Kansas City at the Seattle 38-yard line. Chiefs now in the hurry up. 4 wide. Morris in the gun. In motion is Swift. Morris looking. Morris throws deep, and Swift can't come down with it. That was broken up by Geno Floyd, the safety. Rashard Swift, the 10th-year receiver out of Alcorn State, couldn't come down with it. It'll be 2nd and 10 from the 38-yard line. 3:28 remaining. Kansas City down by 2 touchdowns. 4 wide. Morris in the gun. Morris looking. Morris rolls out, and Morris is going to take off again and slides at the 32. A gain of 6. It'll be 3rd and 4. Meanwhile, the clock is still moving. 3:10 and counting. Now, the hurry up in 25 is not as elaborate as 19. However, they start using the hurry up sooner. 3rd and 4 from the 32-yard line. Morris looking. Morris in trouble now. He gets flushed again. Picks up the first down. Down to the 20-yard line. A gain of 12. Keeps the drive alive. 1st and 10, Kansas City. 2:37 and counting. Now 2.5 minutes. 2-minute warning coming up. 4 wide. Morris in the gun. Kerwin in motion. Morris looking. Morris in trouble now. Takes off again. He's got happy feet as he gets down to the 7-yard line. A gain of 13 yards. It'll be 1st and goal, Kansas City. Morgan McCoy on the tackle, and that'll take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes. Lumen Field, Seattle, Washington. Week 13 here at Jammin' Sports. 1st and goal from the 7-yard line. Morris under center. Morris gets flushed again. Forced out of the pocket. and he just throws it away. He probably could have ran for the touchdown. There was nobody there. That'll stop the clock. 1:56 left. 2nd and goal from the 7-yard line. On 2nd down. Morris in the gun. 4 receivers set wide. Morris looking. Morris throws it out of the back of the end zone. Incomplete. It'll be 3rd and goal from the 7-yard line. 1:51 left. We have the Giants and the Chargers. We'll be down in San Diego for that one. On 3rd and goal from the 7-yard line. Morris in the shotgun. Morris looking. Morris rolls out and throws into the end zone. Incomplete. Rashard Swift couldn't hold on. It'll be 4th and goal. And Kansas City kind of has to go for it. They're down by 14. A field goal does them no good. So 4th and goal from the 7-yard line. 4 wide, 3 to the near side. Morris in the shotgun. Kerwin in motion. Morris looking. Morris in trouble. Morris. And he gets taken down to the 5. They won't let him run that time. Tracked down by Jenkins, the linebacker, Chris Jenkins. It'll be a turnover on downs, and the Seahawks will take over. And Seattle's going to win this game. The Seahawks are going to go to 9-4, and the Chiefs are going to fall to 6-7. I'm pretty confident Seattle's going to win this now. Evil Dead's going to be 95-74. Peningeti is going to be 23-20. He's on a roll. My goodness. Misty stays on her roll. She's now 78-68. Wade on 1st down, hands off to Gilbert, and Terry Gilbert out to the 15, and that'll be a 1st down. Rasputin is going to be 8-7. He's over 500. And Gracie, the only one who got this game wrong, is going to be 74-73. First and 10, Seattle from the 15, 1:35 left. As Kansas City took a timeout, they hand off to Gilbert out to the 23-yard line, a gain of 8. Chiefs take their 2nd timeout. The Chiefs not eliminated by any means. It's going to be a tougher road to hoe for them for the final 3 games. They play out the Giants next week. 2nd and 2, Gilbert. Gilbert picks up the 1st down after the 31. Kansas City takes their final timeout. A solid win for Seattle here today. They continue to lead the AFC East. In the victory formation. They take a knee. They're going to have to do it again. Giants, Chargers up next. They're actually going to run a play this time. In the shotgun. Wade hands off to Gilbert. Tries to get outside, and Gilbert to the 33-yard line. A gain of 3. It'll be 3rd and 8. They'll have to snap it one more time. For the Giants and the Chargers, Rasputin already took the Chargers. He gave me that pick earlier. Rasputin texted me all his picks today. They take a knee. And that will do it. Your final score, Seattle 24, Kansas City 10. Thanks for watching here at Jammin' Sports. Giants Chargers up next.